Hey y'all, it's your girl Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. So this week we have a really impactful week. It's going to be something major and transformative, but nothing that we have not experienced already for the year of 2021. But before we get into the forecast for this week, I would like to first say thank you for being here on my channel. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and share with your people and all the things and all the people you think might find joy in this space. And also, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. This is our weekly forecast of Galactic Gossip, so we're going to get right on into it. All right, so quick announcements. Just go ahead and sign up for the Celestial City. I'm going to be putting out some information about that. We have our first webinar that's coming up that we will conduct as a unit, as a membership. So we're going to be learning some astrology stuff and whatnot. So that is all that I have for announcements. Oh, no, I don't. I got more. Oh, one more thing. I am now an official Reiki master, y'all. So I got my attunement and got my certification. So I am officially a Reiki master. So stay tuned for more services and more things to come up and just kind of manifest with that new certification, because now I can heal and do other things in a different way and just add on to what it is that I already do. So I'm excited about it. I will be sharing more. You can go to my website. I'm going to explain how the process worked and who I went through. I'm going to create a whole blog about it. So go to my website. That description box below will have all that information on how to get to my website and everything else. So now let's just dive right on into the weekly forecast. So this is going to cover the energy for June the 13th all the way through June 19th. All right, so beginning on June 13th, we have Venus in Cancer making a sextile to Uranus and Taurus. And this is going to be like the connection of these two planets. They're going to bring some type of excitement and stimulation within our partnerships as well as our finances. So as we know, Venus is our self-worth, it's our net worth, it's our partnerships, our love language, the things that bring us pleasure in our life. And Venus is in Cancer, and it's bringing us a sense of comfort within our stability on an emotional level at the same time as financially. And so we have Uranus and Taurus, and Venus is the ruler of Taurus, and Uranus is in Taurus. And Uranus is all about innovation and unexpected changes and occurrences. It's about liberation and freedom. And so it's in Taurus, and it is really creating a different way of being liberated in like the whole, because Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and it's all about the collective energy and the good for all. It's the humanitarian energy. So it's really shaking up and making and challenging us to see things in a different and innovative way when it comes to our material stability. So that's like our food, our finances, our home. You know, Taurus is about the earth. So all of those things. So Uranus and Taurus is really creating change in our relationships as well as our finances. So it's all about those material possessions. And so things can take an unexpected turn financially for us with this energy. And this might result in like unexpected windfalls of money or just a complete shift in our finances. Also, it could just be that you kind of like get into an unexpected relationship. This energy really is like kind of like that fling energy, like that summertime fling, you know, that's that energy. So it could be something that is long lasting if the two people are really free spirited. So that might be something that could come up also with this energy. But right now we are just really in this space of needing more stimulation when it comes to our senses, the touch, the taste, the smell, the sight, the sound, all those things. And so this is like an increased desire and motivation that could really provide like a breakthrough in like our creative endeavors and our relationships, whatever current endeavors that we are like really focused on, there could be some type of breakthrough, some type of change, or just a complete shift. Now, this could be like if you are writing, doing art, diving into poetry, graphic design, even because of that Aquarian energy is about technology as well. It could also be music. So these things could also be coming up. It's a really great day to really engage in like your artistic pursuits, but we could really see a change or a shift in us through our creative endeavors as well. Also a change in our finances, or just kind of receiving some liberating information or these aha moments on what needs to change within your finances, or what needs to change within your partnerships in order to feel that freedom and that liberation, and that sense of stability and security. Okay, because that Cancer energy is all about what is safe, what is comfortable. So it's a great day to make new friends, whether it's intimate or platonic. Any type of relationship is really favored on creating on this day. Get out and be social. This is just really a great day for like that instant attraction also. So even like in friendships. So just kind of like finding those people that you just get and they get you. That energy is really potent on the 13th. And then also on June 13th, we have the sun in Gemini making a square to Neptune in Pisces. Okay. And so this is like the sun represents our vitality, our life force, it's our focus, and it directly affects our personality and how we pursue our goals in life. And so in Vedic astrology, it's connected to authority figures, our fathers, our soul's purpose in this life. The sun is our creative self-expression as well. And so when the sun is making a square to Neptune, we can experience an effect on these things, an effect on our energy source, an effect on our vitality. We will be feeling less motivated and unable to get excited about almost anything on this day. And so today is just a great day to kind of dive into your subconsciousness, to understand yourself on a deep level, on a deep soul level. So it's also a wonderful time to like schedule that appointment with your therapist, or dive into some type of therapy, whether it's art therapy, because we still have that energy of Venus in Cancer, sextile and Uranus. So it's a great day to like dive into art therapy or music therapy or something like that. Visit your therapist if you can on a Sunday, and dive into like those spiritual practices if you can't. Something that's going to assist you with this energy. Combining that Gemini and that Pisces energy can also bring out deceptive communication. So this includes gossip and lies and energy vampires. So protect your energy and monitor your online and social activity because of these things. Transmute the energy by helping others, helping someone in need. You can do social or charity work during this time, diving into art, dance, or even music therapy, like I mentioned before. Mental health challenges could surface at this time for us. So in order to face them once and for all, and to just kind of be liberated from these things, face them, embrace them with compassion, and have understanding in order for that growth and that healing to occur. All right, so now moving on to the 14th. This is like the most impactful energy of the week. This is going to be Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius, and it's going to be making that square to Uranus and Taurus at 13 degrees. Now, this energy is really headlining for the entire course of 2021. So today on the 14th, this is the second pass of this square energy between these two planets, and this is bringing conflict and possible tension in our lives. So there's something that's needing liberation, something that is in need for a change, for the betterment of us all. The initial impact was felt around February 17th, and then the last time that we will have this encounter is going to be on Christmas Eve of this year. So taking into consideration that Saturn rules boundaries, it rules karma, restriction, work, discipline, and structure, while Uranus is the ruler of the people, autonomy, liberation, innovation, and freedom. So these two opposing forces are squaring up yet again to bring massive change to the ways that we structure our lives with rules and regulations. And so it's kind of like the status quo will be challenged, and this is going to be resulting people to make a choice. They're going to have to choose a side one way or another and how things should be, right? So Uranus is in Taurus. And its primary concern, like I mentioned before, is about our material security and what that looks like. What that looks like not only for the one individual, but what does that look like for the people as a whole? Like, is there freedom and suitable intentions for all over the good of the one? Right. And so this time, Saturn is retrograde. Before, when it had the first passing in February, Saturn was not retrograde. And so now that Saturn is retrograde, it's issuing out the karma for the efforts for us remaining disciplined and determined. And also, having that steadfast energy in our pursuits. And so Saturn is also showing us where there is a need to reestablish boundaries. Okay, so we experienced the impact of this transit sometime between January and March of this year. So think back and reflect on what transpired during the first 3 months of this year. And what challenges were you encountering? What restrictions? What were some frustrating events that came up during this time? And that's going to give you an idea of what is to come, what is to be expected, right? So we can expect to experience similar energy that will cause us to create those necessary boundaries in order to have the freedom within our futures that we desire, in order to be able to structure the lives the way that we want to really experience them. So like I always say, all this challenging energy is really just happening so that way it's really promoting growth and stability in our life. So nothing ever happens to us, everything happens for us. And it's important to keep that mindset and have that understanding that when these things come up, it's like, okay, this is coming up because there's something that I need to recognize. There's a lesson here because of Saturn. Saturn is about the lesson. So are you learning your lessons? There's a lesson here that I need to learn. What is here for me to learn? What is here for me to understand? And then diving deep into that, into the psyche, into the consciousness, and looking and seeking for those things that need liberation, that need change, and then just going with it. No hesitation, going with it, being disciplined and listening, right? Tapping into that intuition. We have Venus in Cancer, so it's all about tapping into that energy of what is here for me. Not to mention, we still have Mars in Cancer. So Mars is not allowing us to really take that action. No, Mars is no longer in Cancer. Mars just moving to Leo. I'm tripping. But even then, we're still being able to take that action with Mars being in Leo. It is all about like having the courage and having that ability to take on those actions with that confidence that's necessary, right? Mars is that Aries energy, and then having that in combination with Leo is confidence and courage combined. So it's like, the ram meets the lion energy. So just think about that. It's very dynamic. So being able to make those changes and those choices and have that initiative to move in that direction with that courage, that's what's really being amplified during this time. Okay, so that is all the energy and all the information that I have for you all for this week. I do wish that you have a wonderful week ahead, and that, just take your time, breathe through the energies. Make sure you are journaling and you are taking note of what is transpiring during this time, because like I said before, nothing happens to us, everything happens for us. It's all about self-awareness. So if you are self-aware about what is happening, everything's going to be fine. It's going to work out. Just go with it. Show up and change and shift where there is needed and where it's necessary. Okay. So have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you all next week for Galactic Gossip. Have a good one.